What's up guys, it is Chris back with another watch video, and today we're taking a very quick look at the JAEGER LECOULTRE Master Controlled Grande Ultra Thin. Before I get into it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel and I very much appreciate it. So as I mentioned, this is the Master Control Grande Ultra Thin by JLC or JAEGER LECOULTRE. This is the Q1358120. This actually retails for around $9,000. This is the silver dial. It has a small second, applied indices. The silver dial has sort of a, I don't want to say a sunray, but a sort of a brushed effect. It almost gives a sunray effect as well. Really nice dagger hands, dagger indices, which are applied as I mentioned. A very small crown on here. It is signed JLC. This is a 40mm watch and it is only 8mm thick. You can see the bracelet, it actually comes on a bracelet, which is kind of cool. I would actually wear this probably on a strap just because it is so thin. I think you get a lot of benefits from wearing it on a strap in my opinion, but it is always nice to get a bracelet. And you can see the bracelet is actually almost as thick as that case. Well, not quite, but you could see that it is very nicely made, and it is very thin. It's almost like an engineer's bracelet, beads of rice kind of. I don't know what you would call this. It does have screwed links, which is pretty cool. Of course, at this price level, it's around $9,000. You get screwed links on your bracelet. That does make sense. Double deployment. It has a little signature there of JLC, and when you close, it's just pressure fitted. It feels like butter. It's really nice and solid and smooth. And of course, you could see that ultra thin automatic movement from the back through the sapphire crystal. What a beautiful movement. I'll do some close-ups of the dial and the movement. Just a gorgeous movement. JLC makes some really amazing watches. They are the watchmaker's watchmaker, they say. And you can see why when you see this movement. It is gorgeous. And it's really just an incredible watch when you consider how thin it is. I'm going to throw it on my wrist. I'm actually not wearing a watch right now. And you can see that it sits so close to the wrist. It's not sized to my wrist, obviously, but I mean, that is pretty incredible. It is literally flat against my wrist. And I'm happy that they put a small second here so that if, you know, you are standing around with someone who knows about watches, and they know you're wearing a JLC, they will know that this is not a quartz movement. They will know that this is an automatic. And you have that little second hand ticking away at the small seconds. It's actually pretty hard to film this dial because it has a lot of reflection from that silver. Even though it is brushed, you can see that when I move my wrist around, it reflects a lot. That's not the sapphire crystal. That is actually the dial itself, which I've actually dimmed the lights for this video. I was trying to get it to work, but this is pretty much the best I can get. It looks amazing. It's primarily polished. There's a little bit of brushing on the case sides, I believe. This is obviously a dress watch. I think this would look really good on a brown leather strap rather than a black leather strap, but I always go with the brown leather strap in my opinion. I'm just a little crazy that way, but I think this would look really good on a strap as well. Just a really interesting watch, and I wanted to show you guys. It is an ultra thin, 8mm thick, 40mm across, and it wears a little bit larger than those 40mm because there is no bezel really. The real estate is really taken up by that dial, and you can see it just pushes out all the way to the edge of the watch. So it does wear like a 41mm watch in my opinion. You can see, like I said, on my 7.5-inch wrist. Now the movement in here is the JLC 896. That is their ultra thin automatic. And again, I'll do a lot of close-ups of it. It is just beautiful. This is one of their master controls, and it's the Master Control Ultra Thin, the Q1358120. And like I said, this retails for around $9,000. However, you can buy them pretty much new on the secondary market for around $7,000. They don't lose a lot of value, and I think that's because there aren't many watches out there that can do this, number one. And number two, this is sort of like a, in my opinion, a Patek Philippe sort of alternative. If you're looking for a Calatrava or something like that, and you want an ultra thin or a thin automatic watch from a really good watchmaker, this is a really good option if you don't want to spend $20, $30, $40, or $50,000. For around $10,000, you can get a pretty awesome watch. Anyway, tell me what you think of this watch in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys, of course. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Please also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for logging on and taking a look at this very quickly with me. I will probably do a full review of this in the near future. But thank you for logging on, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.